Everybody ready? Come on, let's go.
The Rick Thorne Show!
Well, you gotta start the tape.
Let's go! The Rick Thorne Show! Let's go!
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Rick Thorne. Welcome to the show. I got a really cool guest, amazing guest, very talented. I don't even know where to start with you. Kanya Sesser, what are you doing?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
You're like the hugest inspiration ever, dude.
Oh, thank you. You are too. And everyone I meet, I feel like I connect with amazing souls and people around. So yeah, thank you for having me.
How you been?
I'm good. Living life.
You got more
busy.
tattoos last time I saw you?
I don't think so. I want more for sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm all tatted.
Oh, you are? Your whole?
Well, except for this side. I don't know. I have like certain sides that I like. But yeah, I want more tattoos eventually when I'm not busy and it's not sunny out and I can like not be outside.
Have you seen, I saw this thing recently where there's a machine, I'm totally against this, but there's a machine that they do where it tattoos you. The machine does.
Oh.
So you pick a design and then and it had this total like bean counter looking dude with no tattoos presenting this thing of like this like major breakthrough thing. And in my head, I'm like, tattooing's like just a soul, like there's a soul to it. There's an exchange, there's an artist that has, it's not a machine. Isn't that weird?
I'd rather have like, I only stick to one artist because I have to, my job, I have to sign to one artist so that way they can just write just in case something happens.
For acting, you're
saying.
saying.
Acting and copyright situations. I'm like, oh my gosh. And they're like, my tattoo artist like, I'm tired of signing these. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but Paramount wants me to do this. It's like, you own your tattoos. I'm like, I know, but after that incident a long time ago, I think with Mike Tyson,
yep.
The tattoos, I'm like, damn, dude. Yeah.
One tattoo artist fucked it for everybody else.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Money. It's like, damn.
I feel the same way. Like, I respect the art. Absolutely. I know so many tattoo artists. They're amazing. But if they're giving you a tattoo or if you're paying for a tattoo, then it's like, it's your tattoo. It's on you. You own it. But it's like, no, you don't own it. So then it's like, okay, so then if I buy a painting, I don't own that painting?
Right?
The painter still owns it?
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Let's break it down. You know?
I know, right?
Jeez.
It's whatever.
Have you done any movies lately?
I am going to do The Keeper, which is I'll be filming in Canada and UK around the end of July towards August. I actually helped screenwrite it and we had to change different scripts and all that, but it's about Ruby and Jack and their relationship as just friends. I mean, but Jack was the one that, so Jack did something that you like find out later in the movie.
Who's Jack?
Jack is one of the main characters in The Keeper that I helped wrote and script and all that. So
what's your role in the movie?
I played this girl without legs. I'm just gonna say she got into an accident with her and her kids and her boyfriend at the time in it, and somebody like hit her and yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So is the movie? Is it what level is it? Is it like a?
It's more like energy, but also it's about like losing something, but also gaining something, and then having that confidence back onto it. I mean, like she's trying to find this killer, like she's trying to she feels like everything's lost from her, and everything is just like taken away from her after her kids and boyfriend died, and even though it was a toxic relationship, she lost everything. And not just that, but she lost part of herself because she part of her legs. And it's actually a kind of a difficult role because I never lost my legs. I was born this way. So obviously it's acting, but I have to put myself in a vulnerability of a character where she lost her legs.
So you got to parallel an parallel of something you lost and then replace that with your legs. Yeah.
Exactly. And I feel like that's a lot. Yeah. Parallel life. I mean, like a lot of my friends, they lost like their legs or like something happened and got into an accident. I'm pretty sure that's really hard. It's like you have to restart all over your life. It's like something that you used to know versus now you have to restart again, reborn again.
So then what have you done to help yourself for the role? Like to learn how to feel like losing that?
I think I look at myself and try to figure out, I mean, like, a lot of people are like, Kanya, how are you so positive? How are you doing such an amazing things? I'm like, well, I'm human too, There are some things that I am insecure about that, part of it, like, even though I'm sexy and I know I'm beautiful and I can like, obviously attract whoever and anyone, like I have that positive vibes and the personality. However, there is this insecurity where like, Man, that'd be sick to wear shoes. Sometimes. If I didn't have to walk up, I mean, I don't mind walking up the stairs on my hands, but man, like the floors are dirty and the stairs are dirty, and sometimes.
Did you walk up the stairs?
I had to walk up the stairs. It's all good.
Like a handstand?
No, that would be crazy.
Oh, you mean more kind of like?
I just walk up, like scoot up, you know, like up on my hands and stuff. Yeah,
that's a steep set of stairs.
Yeah, I just do it. I work out like on my abs and like my body. I mean, summer's coming, but I just work. I mean, my life is all about upper body strength. That's all I know is not having any legs, and I have to accommodate that. But my insecurities also has to deal with like, you know, some clothes look better when you have legs, and it's the facts. Like I have, you know, but I put myself in that situation where like, okay, if I was this woman and I had something and now I don't have it, and then it's like hard because it's like, you know, in her mind, people judge you. She's kind of down. She kind of like feels like she doesn't have herself anymore. I like, you know, and I'm pretty sure like if God forbid, if I lost something or anything, it's just like, it's different, but the same way, you know, it's intense. So yeah, I had to do that in Hawaii 502. I had to play Rosie Valera that lost her legs.
Is that I mean, does that happen a lot with the roles that you play? A
lot of roles that I play, because the fact that I have an absence of my legs, I don't wear prosthetics. So I mean,
could you though?
No, I can't. The only time I wore prosthetics that I couldn't move it at all was during CBS when they made the cast for Rosie Valera to kind of like cast me in that, but took out my legs. Actually, no, wait, that was for Code Black, actually. Code Black. I got ran over at the Whole Foods market, I guess.
Oh, so they put legs on you, but could you walk with prosthetic legs?
No, I can't walk with prosthetic legs, unfortunately. And to be honest, I don't really want to, because I feel like I kind of transform myself to know what I know and live my life of what is. Right. Instead of changing myself, I'd rather be the alternatives instead of being normal, because what is normal's dead. And like I feel like the brand of Kanya Sesser is exactly who I am today. No legs, no limits. So I feel like that's where I'm developing my character and myself, and I'm happy with it. And I don't want, and even if I can wear prosthetics, I don't see the need to, because it's just like a lifestyle that I put myself in. But if I do have like a longer stump where like prosthetic has to be ideal, then I'll do it. But I don't have that, so it's not an issue.
So you're comfortable with the way you are.
Yeah, I mean, like I am here now, like doing a podcast with you, doing a podcast with a lot of people, speaking and like doing so many things. Yeah, and
you've done a lot too.
Yeah, I've done a lot too, and I feel like it kind of transformed of the person I am today.
Yeah, you were in when we met before, because we talked before. Weren't you in a horror film before?
Yes, The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, since 2016. I've been with them for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, doing stunts. I was on a semi truck, and I also and then recently.
So they mounted you on the front of the truck.
Yes, they mounted me on the front of the truck, and then I forgot his name. My gosh, I'm so bad with celebrities or.
How was the makeup
other actors
though?
And all. It's like
zombied out?
You know, I'm kind of tired of being makeup in, like, especially those type of harsh makeup for a long time. It's not really good for your skin, but I don't like the feeling of it. I don't like the feeling of it on you and after that, because it feels wet and I don't like it. But it's work, you know? But I think the fun part is doing the stunts itself, because it's like you're on the edge of everything and you're like in movies, and it's really fun, and you get to meet the actors and the characters and everyone. But I'm also an actress myself, so it's cool to like, I can do my own stunt.
Yeah, and then you get stunt adjustments.
Yeah, exactly.
You get paid more.
Yeah, exactly.
You get for acting extra. And stunts.
Yeah, but I do it for the thrill and the experience in life.
I get it, but at the end of the day, if you know, like, look, Minecraft just came out and made $300 million. Got to get your cut out of that $300 million. You know what I mean? Oh
yeah, definitely.
Like,
give me the cash. Give me the money.
Dude, when I did Mall Cop, we did acting, and then we did our own stunts. So those days were great, because we also had forced call-ins. So then you're getting like $500 just to show up, because you didn't have enough. Yeah, the union protects you if you don't have enough rest in between. So you're getting $500 to show up. You're getting stunt adjustments. You're getting your weekly rate. Yeah, and then you get your overtime. You're like, those were great days.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know versus back your day versus now. I know that certain numbers are different or something.
Yeah.
But that's a lot still, and they give you.
Well, yeah, like if you don't have enough rest in between, like say,
which is important.
The union allows so many hours of rest, and if you had to come in early, then that's like I'm pretty sure it's called a forced call-in, and we were getting $500 a day on forced call-ins.
Wow.
Because they wanted us there early, and you do that for like 6 weeks.
Oh
Just the forced call-in money was like, what?
I remember when I was filming Babylon, I had to go from 6 a.m. one day, and then I didn't leave till 7 a.m. the next day. It was all day. It was like, oh my God. But it was really cool because I got to work with Tobey Maguire, and then I saw Tobey Maguire at the Venice Whole Foods. I'm like, this is the second time I see. I'm like,
obviously
this is so
he
crazy.
remembered you.
I didn't want to get out of the car. I'm like, nope.
Oh, I see.
But I saw him and I got to meet a lot of cool people. It was really crazy because we were in this dungeon for Babylon, and there was actual real circus people like the contortionists. I work at the Venice Freak Show, so that's how I got in Babylon for that scene. I was the half girl, and my friend, who's the smallest man in America, he was also in it, and we also have the hairiest man, Wolfman, was there, and we have the bearded lady.
Wait, the smallest man, how big is he?
He's actually a little taller than me, which is funny because I'm like, he looks really small, but he's like. You might see him.
Wait, he's taller. So do you know how tall you are?
I'm like 29 inches, almost 3 feet. So he's a little inch taller, but he's in Jimmy Kimmel. He's a little person in Jimmy. That's my homie right there. Yeah,
okay.
Gabe.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was also in many different acting and all that. But yeah, it's so cool working with amazing people that kind of like brought me to where I am today and helped me motivate me and also kind of been my mentor. I mean,
yeah, but your confidence too.
It's myself. Yes,
you're super confident.
Oh yeah.
Because some people might not be as confident in the situation. With you having no legs and being born with no legs, they might not be as confident as you. So that's got to be inspiring, probably, for other people that might be born the same way or have different disabilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think confidence is very important because if we don't have confidence, how are you gonna get out there and see what you can and can't do unless you try? So it's a lot. It has to deal with your inner personal self and mental health and everything. So yeah. There's days where I'm just like, man.
Were you always that way?
Let's see.
Because people ask me all the time, you're always positive, we're always that way. And I'm like, no. I learned to be more positive.
I think like my younger self, there's a lot of struggles. I mean, I was popular in high school and middle school. I did a lot of track. I was a track star. I travel a lot. I had a different lifestyle than most kids.
What'd you do in track?
I did sprinting. So I have a racing track chair. It's a 3-wheeled chair, and it was like a couple $1,000s, but Challenge Athlete Foundation helped me get a grant for it.
Would you race against other kids in chairs?
I would race against other able-bodied kids and kids or teenagers and people my age.
So kids that are actually running and
wow,
okay.
and do the same. And I was the 3rd fastest woman in the world. I was 1 second off to go to London.
For what?
But for the Olympics.
Oh wow!
So I was in the Paralympics to get to track. But back then in the day, back in the 2010, 2011, it was kind of hard to even get paid as a disabled Paralympian, and the pay there versus Olympics, the Paralympics and the Olympics back in the day was not the same numbers as it is now that it's equal pay.
Yeah, but they don't pay anybody to go to the Olympics, do they?
Your sponsors or
Your sponsors
So it's
Olympics is the biggest scam.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to say it. I mean, you go here, you pay your way there, you put on the big show for them.
Give us the money.
You can't wear any of your sponsors.
No.
You can't promote any of your stuff, but then you have to have this badge of honor. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, but like we have our own Olympics as action sports. It was called the X Games. Mm-hmm. And you could do all of those things that actually was beneficial to people that have a hard enough time. That's why Flavor Flav came in and sponsored a whole, what did he sponsor, a swim team or something? Because they work day jobs. Yeah. They don't get any money to be there. So kind of the Olympics.
It was hard.
In my opinion, I think Olympics is just a big scam. They make all the money and the athletes don't.
And I felt like
unless
it was
you go
a job.
through sponsors. Yeah.
I felt like it was more of a job, and I'm just doing it. I'm just like, man, I'm working so hard to try to get something that I don't really, I paid much, but I quit track, and third fastest woman in the world, went to Switzerland and went to the Worlds, did all that. It was a lot of like training, did training like every day except for Sunday, but still had to, manage lots of training. So I used to do a lot of weightlifting and make sure that my body and everything was good and compact, and have to go to the doctors and make sure like everything's well, and because so I'm like, nah, I quit. Like, I'm good. I've been doing track for 16 years. Now I want to transform to skateboarding and monoskating.
16 years.
16 years. 16 to 17 years. And then when I couldn't go to China, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
You mean for the Olympics?
For the Olympics. And I was just like,
was that a dream of yours, though, the Olympics?
Not really.
No.
I don't really care for that, to be honest. I just kind of did it because it was something on the line.
Next step.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I want to do something more with skateboarding and action sports because I'm more like driven in that scene, and like
it's more artistic.
It's more artistic, and I can just do it myself. I don't have to go follow
yourself.
the rules.
It's not just about like.
I don't have to follow the rules all the time.
Thank you.
I don't want to follow the rules. Like, can we just live our life and just have fun on what we do and just do it?
Yeah.
So, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be connected to Adaptive Skate, and that's how I got connected to my best friend, Oscar Loretto, who is connected to the Sheckler Foundation and Adaptive Action Sports back in the day and stuff like that. And so that's how I met and connected with Ryan Sheckler and his family, and got connected and got close with them, and did a lot of the Sheckler Foundations, and he did a lot for our community as an adaptive skater, and like, they're such a great family. Wow.
Yeah, Sheckler's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I love his. I was like, whenever like I want to go skate, I just hit them up, and if I want to, or hit Oscar, but we do a lot with the skateboarding team, and also I kind of like with skateboarding scene. Besides all those sponsors and big skateboarder celebrities, I saw other people that were in more of the underground skateboard scene. So like, our homie Shove It Tacos and now I'm on the team with Circus Skateboards. I'm like, wow, who are these people? These people don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like, they are like skaters. They don't even care about the Olympics or the Paralympics to have skateboarding in there. They just want to skate, and they don't care. They have that hard, like, I'm like, I like this.
You like that, yeah.
I love that scene because I get to meet you through Shove It Tacos and everybody there, and it's really cool because it's more of like a free spirit vibe, like more badass scene.
Yeah, I mean, that's and I think that's something that like it's a weird balance too, because if you get too heavy one way and too heavy the other, meaning that like if you get too jockey and you become like an Olympian, it's all about the results, and you get robotic and you're like just a clone, or you get too like anti-establishment and you don't make a living. It's a hard balance. Because,
you gotta be in the middle.
Yeah, you do. You kind of do. That's how I've always kind of positioned myself.
In the middle.
Yeah, because, and I just think that that's better, because I want to, like you probably want to be able to do this as long as you possibly can before and connect the dots to keep it moving, right?
Oh yeah, balance is really important. That's why I'm like, okay, I did the LA 2028 commercial for the handoffs for Los Angeles Olympics 2028.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, with Andrew Pak.
Was that recently?
Pak. Yeah, it's recently. I felt it broadcast in September, the first week of September. Andrew Pak, he did a video and music with Bruno Mars. Is it Anderson Paak?
Oh, yeah, I know who he is, yeah.
Yeah.
So you passed the thing to him?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, no, I didn't pass the thing. We all, as adaptive skaters, just skated with him while he performed, and he had his whole band together in the background in Venice Beach on the skate park of California. And like, he was a really cool dude to talk to and work with. And so it was really cool to see all of us like doing the LA 2028 handoffs. And I heard that when we do the Olympics or the Paralympics together in LA 2028, I heard that, like, I don't know. So don't they're
going to have a class for you guys?
No. They're going to like kind of twerk it a little bit, like tweak it a little bit, because we're in California.
Got it.
But I was like, hey, since we're in the commercial and the adaptive skate hasn't been accepted into the Paralympics yet because of classification, unfortunately, the classifications
Oh,
are
you're saying
only
skateboarding is not?
yeah, for the Paralympics, because we need classifications for our disability, so that way how we can score. I mean, there is a way, but it is hard to sign into something with the Paralympic community to have something accepted into that. But I'm like, can we at least do a demo with all of us together in Los Angeles, or at least invite us to those like cool parties, the after parties, you know?
Yeah, man, what's up? I better get invited to some of these. And I'll tell you why. In 1996, they had 8 skateboarders, 8 inline skaters, and 8 BMXers present action sports to the Olympic Committee in Atlanta. And I was one of the 8 bikers. It was me, Matt Hoffman, Dave Mara, Dennis McCoy. We presented that in 1996 of like action sport. It was so sick. They wheeled out all this shit, all these ramps in between commercial, 80,000 people. It was amazing. But it took from 96 to now, the last couple Olympics, to get solidified.
That's crazy.
So it takes so much time.
It
but
does.
you would think with the adaptive skating that it would be accelerated a little bit more since skateboarding's already in.
I feel like that's another
You know what I
thing.
mean?
So many rules, so many rules. I feel like it's all about like politics when it comes to the.
Well, they're
Olympics.
making money.
Yes,
They're selling
exactly.
to sponsors. They're selling
But I'm like,
commercial
damn,
time.
just like put us in there. Like, I mean, like the guys in adaptive skate went on to the demo in Paris, but none of the women skaters were there. So it's kind of like, okay, well, skateboarding is now like we're having amazing women skaters.
Yeah.
And it's so incredible. But also women doing badass things besides skateboarding, you know, motocross, BMX, and it's just so cool to see like skate and all those action sports in the scene with more and more women, and we want to keep that history to keep going on to pass it down to the next generations and
Yeah,
stuff.
because the BMX, they have a women's class in the Olympics.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love watching the BMX.
And they shred. They're rippers. You know,
You guys have strong arms for BMX and stuff.
It's
and
like a lot of your core too. A lot of it's in your legs. Believe it or
is
not.
the same with motocross or different, or it's more speed?
well, it depends on the type of riding you do. Motocross is gnarly. Period.
I love that.
But like supercross racing,
Yeah.
compared to freestyle jumping, 2 different things. Supercross racing, you got to be conditioned.
Damn.
I mean, you're doing like I don't know how many laps to do. 50 laps around that track.
Oh
or
my
something.
gosh.
It's gnarly.
That's
so
so
their
crazy.
bodies are way more conditioned than I would think than freestyle. But freestyle motocross, those dudes are brutal, dude. They're rad. They
Oh
do
my
the
gosh.
sickest stuff.
I love watching you guys. So
Yeah. Well, I like watching it all. But yeah, that's cool. So let me ask you something. Back up for a second. So you started skating. What attracted you to skating from the track? Was it something that you wanted to do, or is this like, oh, I'm going to try this, or something you did at the same time?
I started skateboarding when I was like 9-10 years old with just my groups of girls that's at the cul-de-sac that I was growing up in Portland, Oregon. And my friend Leah had a skateboard, which is like through her brother. And so I just got on. I was like, can I try it? And I just went on it, and I went downhill, and I loved it ever since. And I asked my mom if I can get a skateboard, went to the skate shop and just got my first board was actually a mystery board.
Oh, wow. What a trip. That's cool. What
Yeah.
year was that, you think? Do you remember?
I think 2005, 2006, 2000, yeah, around there.
So weird when you say that, because I'm like, 2000, and then that sounds current. And I was like, damn, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, right?
Life goes
I'm
by
32.
too fast, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm 32.
You
People-
don't look 32. You
yeah.
look great. It sucks. It goes by fast.
But that's how I started skateboarding, and then I didn't really compete until later down in my 20s when I got into the Venice Beach scene.
Did you compete against like other people with disabilities or actual able skaters?
Actual able-bodied skaters and adaptive skate.
Adaptive.
I just skate. I don't care.
Do you know a lot of? I love that. Do you have a lot of in the adaptive skate world? Do you guys like a little community and everybody gets along and knows each other, that kind of thing?
Like every
I mean, there's not a lot, is there? Or,
there's not.
Good
I mean,
handful?
there's a handful of adaptive skate, but like any community that you're within the sports and stuff, you know, you have to have good sportsmanship, even if you don't like the person or something like that. You know, just keep
Yeah.
it professional. I don't like drama. I stay away from it. I look up to Felipe Nunez. He's one of my like friends that like amazing
Tony
skaters.
Hawk posts him a lot, right? Is that the
Yeah,
guy?
he signed with Tony Hawk, Birdhouse.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so but I look up to him because I'm like, dude, that's exactly what I'm doing. But as a girl, I'm just doing my own thing. But whenever I have an opportunity where like they also want other adaptive skaters, I'm not afraid to help a homie out, you know?
Yeah.
So, but as a community, we're all cool and chill, and like, you know, like it's just cool to just skate, you know, and just have fun, respect each other, you know, like, but it's really cool to see. We just need more girl skaters. There's not a whole lot of girl adaptive skaters, but I don't really care. I skate like, you know, against like pros and people who are able-bodied. Actually, last year at Jackalope Fest, I went to Virginia Beach and Mississauga and Montreal. I did my women's contest.
Oh, Jackalope.
Yeah, Jackalope.
Jackalope. Yeah, I know that event. Yeah,
I'm actually managing and hosting for Adaptive Skate at Jackalope Fest at Virginia Beach right now. So
you're going to be like on camera hosting kind of thing? Or crowd?
Camera and crowd. And I'm the one that's bringing out the athletes to perform into these, and got connected with Micah and David from Montreal, that I'm like, hey, I want, because I've been going to Jackalope for like 2 years now, and I'm just like, I love them, and I'm like, this is so fun, and I just want to like connect. But also I'm like, hey, how about we put adaptive skateboarding in the scene? We don't have to do a competition, but we can do a demo. Right. So I'm hosting that and doing that, and I did a panel with them last year in Mississauga. Oh, sick. And then I was competing against women last year for the women's contest, and it was crazy because it was just all able-bodied, but it's normal for me. But the thing about that is that, like, you know, it's quick. You have 3 minutes. I'm like, damn, 3 minutes is a long time. Like, 3 minutes is a long time. And I was competing against I forgot her name, but she was a really good skater. She won first place. But Dave, I think you know Dave. I forgot.
Duncan?
Duncan.
Yeah,
Duncan.
I know Dave Duncan real well. OG, shout out to Dave Duncan.
Yeah, Dave Duncan. Dave Duncan is really cool because he knows. He makes sure that like I have time, and then he talks to me before competition. I saw him in Spain. I went to Omoresquino last year in Spain, Vigo. He was there. We had dinner together.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Everybody loves Dave.
Yeah, and he told everybody, make sure like, hey, this is Kanya. You know, she's going to compete tomorrow, and he asked me questions, so that way he's very humble, and he just makes sure that like I'm comfortable on the track or on the course. And what does he need to do? He asked me like what I need to do, like how did you do this, and he's getting it. He loves it. So it's really cool to that
he's old school, like Alva skater on Alva and all that.
Was he on the
like,
Daggers or something?
And the Daggers too. Yeah,
long time ago.
Alva skateboards back. I mean, he's like 80s old school skater.
Wow.
Ripper.
Older than you, right?
I mean,
we're about the same.
He looks older. I don't know if he is older.
We won't talk about that. But
no, I'm kidding. But no, he's a ripper, dude. He's legend. So shout out to Dave Duncan. That's cool. So you brought in this board here, Circus Skateboards.
Circus Skateboards. Yeah, shout out to Circus Skateboards. Like,
is that the it clown on there? It looks like it.
Oh my goodness.
So did you just get on this team here?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
I ride 8s now. Oh, thank God I ride 8s now. But 8s are better for me because I'm like more maneuver, more transitions that I can do, and also Avenue trucks right here. Shout out to Avenue trucks. These trucks are like you're riding on clouds. It's like for people with like knee problems or back problems, kind of older ones, you know, as you can see.
Wait,
this.
Turn the board to the side. Let me see. Oh, so so it flexes a little bit then.
Yeah, so as you can see the way how
okay.
Yeah.
So then if you
pop,
it absorbs your landing a little bit better.
Yeah,
right?
if you pop, it absorbs your landing, and so that way you know, you don't feel as much tension. It's like a shock. Yeah, so
got it.
So
that helps you out.
I feel the difference between that and like regular like trucks, but I don't mind it. I think it's more of like making sure that your spinal cord is okay, especially when you're landing on your butt.
Yeah, that's true. And that. Do you have any back problems?
No, I don't. Knock on wood, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, knock on wood.
Do you think being sponsored is more than just like your trick? It's about the vibe of who you are that fits with that brand. Like, do you vibe with that? I
vibe with Circus Skateboards a lot. Like, I love them.
That kind of helps the package, right? Then rather than just, hey, how good are you? I'm going to sponsor you.
Yeah,
like, you got to vibe. You got to have a good vibe.
I don't just go with any brand and anybody. I have to make sure I vibe with the team, vibe with who it is, and vibe with the whole thing.
Yeah, because
like,
you're gonna be around them. So if you don't vibe, it's like this sucks.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. And I've done that in other sports too in the past, so I don't really want to do that.
Like track and stuff.
Yeah, track and stuff, and also like many
Track's
other things.
more jockey.
Yeah,
A lot of the team sports are.
I know, right? More in the middle.
I'm not against them. I'm just saying that's the
more jockey.
And that's what we talked about earlier. That I think is important for action sports to keep a hold
That's
of.
probably why I wasn't happy. I was like, this is
there's
sucks.
too many rules. Yeah,
too many rules. I don't like rules.
You're more kind of like an artistic person at the same time.
Yeah, more artistic. I've done that.
You're
I've
very
been there,
outward.
done that.
You're expressionable.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. I taste it, and I
do
know.
you ever notice? Do you ever notice when like certain sports when they do interviews they all sound the same?
Yeah,
it's because they coach them.
Yes,
they make them say those things because that's what the companies they ride for. Like say if you play for the Lakers, that's what they want you to represent. That's funny because that's what they're selling.
That's funny because like my motivational speaking, before I actually do a whole big motivational speaking, there's a certain way I have to like do it and like speak it. It's like, hey, can you like do more of a corporate versus an entertainment?
Oh, they ask you that. They ask you that.
Yeah. And it's like interesting. I'm like, damn.
It's
like,
probably different though for all different people you work for, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So
like if this corporation wants you to be more corporate, but over here they go, we just want you to be you.
As long as I'm, telling my stories, making bills.
No, I hear you.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm just like, wow, this is interesting. It's like this is a lot of like lines and things, So
they make you. So it's scripted in a sense.
Some of them are. Well,
they want you to hit certain bullet points. Let's say
certain bullet points. I say hit certain bullet points and kind of perfectionist, like perfection, make you a perfection, like perfectionate. In some ways, like in some of your speakings, Because
there's some stuff they want you to target.
It's corporate.
Well, because they're paying you, so they want you to say
lots of money. Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand. Like, let's go back to what we were saying earlier. Life is a balance.
Balance.
Exactly. I've been dealing with that lately. It's kind of almost like, I don't want to eat this pizza, but then it's like, but today might be my last day alive. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I just say go for it.
Yeah, but then at the same time, if you eat too much pizza, then you're like, dude, I'm out of shape. I can't. And then it's like, life's a balance.
But also like on you.
Cheat day. I guess cheat day. Friday. Is Friday pizza cheat day? You're in shape. Do you watch what you eat?
No. Like sometimes. I don't know.
You would have to.
I feel like I'm already like healthy. Like I like veggies naturally and like I like rice. Some days I like pizza. Also, I have a Mexican boyfriend. My boyfriend's Mexican. So you can't say
are you engaged?
Oh my gosh. This is like the 5th person that ever asked me if I'm engaged. No, I'm not engaged. One day I asked him, I told him, I was like, I want to be engaged before I'm 35. I'm 32 now. So.
Well, I saw your Instagram. I thought you guys were. My bad.
Oh no. We've known each other for 10 plus years. We were friends.
Does he skate too?
No, he's a drummer. He's a musician, and
What
he's
band?
a sound engineer for filming and music. He was in a deathcore band back in El Paso, Texas. So he's from Texas.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
do you think the music, because you got to get someone that's kind of understands what you're about. Like in other words, like that gets it. Maybe might not skate, but like. The music's just as important with what we do as like with skating and riding and stuff.
Yeah, he does sound engineers and stuff, so he works in big.
So he gets what you're doing. So he's like an artistic.
Yeah, he is. So I was like, oh wow, and he plays pianos and played drums ever since he was a kid, and obviously he's really good at drumming. And I'm like, damn. I was like, who's that cute drummer boy? And back in the day, and I met him.
You got a thing for drummers?
Back in the day.
What if he played bass? Would you like him the same? Screw this guy, he plays bass. This is bullshit. I'm looking for a drummer.
Like drummers, they're like pretty much like the heart of it all. Like they're
they are.
They're
the
heart.
They kind of direct everything, the tempo and everything. Yeah.
I mean, like everybody like always fond of like Travis Barker and all that stuff, and like other people. But I'm just like
Phil Collins. What's up?
I know him. Yes, I heard about him too. I think maybe
he's hot. He's like 60. He's bald.
I think I saw some drumming.
He's 70. And he has a song. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Do, 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 do. That's his classic breakdown right there, baby.
Yeah, but I met him through like my hardcore back in the day. I love deathcore. I mean, this weekend we're going to see Pilf Swiss Pillface Swiss.
I'm super unfamiliar with deathcore.
Oh, real? Yeah.
I'm not against it. It's just not, you know what I mean? Like
you're more punk rock.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like all. I like everything, but that's just an industry of music that I don't.
Suicide Silence, I love.
Okay, I know
Rest
that
in
band.
peace to Mitch.
Would that be in the category of what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so I know some bands in that.
Yeah.
But I don't. You know, everybody kind of. I don't
Poppy.
I don't lean towards one thing or the other. If I like the song, I like it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, me too.
I don't go, oh, I only listen to grunge, or I only listen to hip hop, or I only because then you it's like skating. It's like I only do this, I only do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you're limiting yourself for what reason?
Yeah, I mean, I also like some country.
Me too.
Yeah, I like. I also love hip hop, rap, whatever. I like music in general and stuff like that. I think when I feel like okay, cool, I feel good. I'm about to go skate. That's the only thing I listen to is punk rock or like deathcore or like metalcore and all that stuff.
Get you hyped up to skate.
Yeah, exactly, whatever it is. But when I'm just like chilling and I'm like out in the country or just driving, I'm like country music or rap, I don't know, hip hop. Depends on my mood, you know?
You know what? I can agree with you because when we were growing up in the 80s, people were like, do you like the Smiths? Do you like The Cure? Do you like Morrissey? And I was like, no. Like, I like Pantera. I like Metallica. I like Minor Threat. I like shit that's going to get me hyped up. I'm getting ready to spend a $540. But then, as I got older, I'm like, The Cure's all right, I guess. But I don't put it in to like go ride. You know what I mean? It's more like you know, road trip, start thinking, getting all emo and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? I love So you got to get hyped up.
Yeah, it's nice.
What about you? Okay, so wait, I'm going to back up for a second also because I don't want to brush past it. Your motivational speaking, you said you just met with an agency or something. You're going to be doing a lot of that now? Or
speaking in corporation, they do a lot of, they're my speaking gigs.
Would you call it a
speaking agent?
Okay, would you call it a motivational speaking or would it be like a story thing? Or same?
So that has to deal again with what they want. So recently I was talking to AAPI and they say, hey, is there like, we love your story. We love who you are. You're nothing like who we have ever had. And you're very outgoing and you're very out there and like, and we love what you do, your energy, However, we want to see if you can do more of a corporate sense. And if you can transcend of like what you're speaking about, can it relate to of our event that we're having, which is Heritage Month, the
Got it.
Asian American. I'm like, heck yeah, I can go from like I have an on and off switch with anything and everything. And if I have to talk to, I mean, like recently I was in Vegas talking to like $1 million company car dealerships for my brand Still Anti-Strivability that I am on with Aaron Wheelz Fotheringham, you know, who does Nitro Circus and all that. It's like a car sponsorship, but we go out and do motivational speaking and talk about our cars and stuff. But these people got money, you know? Yeah. I can totally do a corporate, like, whole thousands and hundreds of people just corporate or just round table in a room and be more professional. And
do you incorporate the fact that you skate and stuff at these corporate events?
Yes. Yes.
Because those people are interested in people like us.
Yes.
And like what we do because they're like, oh, because, you know, they're doing like normal 9-to-5 jobs they might not like, things that have restrictions, and they see you and they're like, well, this is like, there's no limits. This person's tattooed, no legs, skateboarding, live a life, going to see deathcore, has a drummer that's boyfriend's a drummer. You know, you're living this exciting life, so they're interested in you.
Yes, exactly. That's why they were like, can you also do more like, you know, talking in front of like co-founders and HQs people? I'm like, heck yeah, I've done it before. Like I did the $1 Million Club company for Bangkok and San Francisco and all that. I mean, they got money. I had dinner with the government of like China, so wow. Thailand or like in Bangkok, and it was a big deal. And so
that's awesome.
I've been doing it, and ever since I didn't know what I was doing because I was just like, wow, just getting on. I was getting paid less than how much I'm about to be making now. But I was just starting, so I had to start somewhere.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, well, I mean, you got movies, you got skating. You got
speaking. Oh, and my book's coming out next year, fall 2026. I can finally talk about that. Yeah.
What's it called?
Kanya Sesser, No Legs, No Limits, Love and Grit. It's about my storyline, but for kids. It's more about skateboarding. Is it a kid's book? It's a kid's book
with illustrations.
Illustrations.
Wow.
And they're all women. Like my illustrator is a woman. My ghostwriter is a woman. Like I helped wrote it.
How many pages is it?
I forgot. Like,
is it like it was like one of those books that's like big and like for kids, like a picture kind of storybook?
It's a picture book. Yeah, it's a picture book, and it's really
like
cute.
cartoon.
Yeah, it's an Asian kind of like cartoon theme and stuff like that,
Sick.
and like really fun. So that way kids can enjoy it.
Sounds
and then
like-
I'll do my second book, which is more for young adults. That goes deeper into my childhood, more darker, more like, waves, goods and bad. So, but this is more fun. This is more like for kids where like, she can climb on shelves. Oh, she can do skateboarding. She has friends. Like, my friends are in the book and stuff like that. And
that's cool.
It kind of gives the kids confidence that if they feel like they can't do something or someone's bullying them for being different, they read the book and be like, well, you know what? She gives me the confidence to like, if she can do it, I can do it too. And kids are so amazing, but also they're going through it too, Like you have kids, right? And you went through it, or everybody's
I'm always
different.
going through it. They always go through it with the kids. Even when my daughter's 18, and it's just like, 18's still so young.
Yeah.
18-year-olds think that they're grown up, and it's just like.
I know 18 years old look like they're 25. Like, dang. I didn't look like that when I was 18.
No, and that's one good thing about my kids is I raised them to where they're neither of them, my son either, are none of what you would typically see on like what you're talking about. No, they're just like, they respect themselves.
That's
and
good.
They're not craving for that validation.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of kids need to know that everyone's different, and but it has to deal with their parents of how they teach their kids and how they educate their kids. It always comes from their parents, but also like who's around them. So because they take those information and I
think having a father in the house is a huge deal. Mother for sure, but so I think they're a lot like that because they were around me more. Just for the sake of saying, because I've sacrificed a lot to raise them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah,
but it's
right?
cool. Hey, man, that's a whole other story. But, But it's cool. So any other, I mean, you got a lot of projects. You got the movie, you got your speaking, skating.
Oh, Jackalope Fest.
Jackalope Fest.
Next month. What else? Travel. Yeah, speaking.
When's the rap record coming out? You
events.
got the book. See, that's why I like you. You just making shit happen.
Yeah, I just make shit happen. Yeah. Actually, my friend has a studio in Virginia Beach, and he's like, you have a great voice for like a rock music. And I was like,
it. Your boyfriend drums. Let's go.
Actually, my boyfriend, before I left today, because we live together, and we have a dog named Anook from The Lost Boys. We love that movie. It's a husky. But he was like, hey, when you come back, would you want to start streaming together and do like videos and stuff? And I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it. I'm like,
do it.
That's so sick. Like, I'm just doing so many things and different things, and it's like really incredible. I mean, I'm going to Angel's event in June 14th.
What's that? Baseball?
Angel, the skateboard event for Angel.
Oh, I'm like thinking baseball. Oh, you're going to a baseball game too? This is amazing. What, you buy a couple fucking tickets?
Actually, I've been to the Kings hockey game, LA Kings hockey game last year with a friend. I think what's his name? Farrell William. What's his name?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. He was there. He loves the LA Kings. And
yeah, I love that.
He
dude.
was there. But yeah,
He's the
I'm going to the Angels. I'm surprised you didn't know about the event, but like Angel, we're doing a nonprofit for his his nonprofit or something in
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know about it.
North Fontana Skate Park, which I love. I love North Fontana Skate Park.
Oh, yeah, that skate park's sick.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, it's been awesome talking to you.
Thank you so much.
I'm so glad that you came by because like you're the raddest, and I love having inspiring people on the show and people that I love the fact like being multi-talented, because a lot of times people say, oh, they don't want to accept that you could be better at more than one thing, because I think they're comparing to themselves. But you could do more than one thing in life. You don't have to do one thing.
I think I just like the taste of adventure and spontaneous.
You have the personality for it. Yeah, you've been blessed with the personality of it. Not a lot of people have personality, trust me.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Yeah, I'm my own self. I'm Kanya Sesser, so that's all that I care about.
Well, listen, for anybody out there that wants to follow you or whatever, can you let them know like your Instagram or your website or anything?
Yeah, it's Kanya Sesser, Sesser, with the blue check mark. Make sure, because there's some people trying to make a fake profile of me. So make sure it's
Trying
the
to ride your coattails and shit.
Even on Facebook, saw like 5 people like told me like, "Hey Kanya, like, is this you?" I'm like, "No, it's another fan or something." Like, just like, I don't really care about that fame lights. I like it, but I don't really care for it. So
No, I hear you. And so that's the best way for someone to get in touch with you is Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kanya Sesser
follow what
on
you're
Instagram or Thread. I have Thread. What else? I think that's all I have. Oh yeah, KanyaSesser.com.
I have all the other ones, but I've mostly focused on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like,
really...
I don't have time to be on all of them, dude.
I'm good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I only focus on Instagram. Yeah, but yeah, thank you so much for having me. This is a lot of fun.
Dude, I'm so stoked you came, and thanks for coming. And anyone out there, keep watching. I respect you. I love you guys. Thanks a lot. Tell your friends, and stay rad.
Everybody ready? Come on, let's go.